We've had a blast since we've been here, man. I tell you, we went out last night. I got so drunk. I woke up this morning and somebody had shit my pants. I don't know who it was, but I know he eats corn. And cake. Corn cakes, I think is what it was. I just got back from Europe. I took my son, Tater, to Europe. We were in Spain during the running of the bulls, but we didn't go to the event because we couldn't figure out why you would. The people that we know that live there were pitching this really hard, and they said that this event's been going on for over 500 years. And I'm like, what? Really? And they explained it to us. Apparently 540 years ago, a bunch of gay sailors in white suits with red scarves got all fucked up and turned loose the cattle and tried to, I'm paraphrasing. They got all fucked up, tried to get out of the way and couldn't, and it ended up, the town was such a borehole that compared to everything else that was going on there, this seemed like fun, and they kept doing it for 540 years. And like, I still don't want to go. And this year, 2 people died, and they said it was a huge tragedy, but I think before you call something a huge tragedy, I think you need to first determine exactly which 2 people died. Maybe it was 2 people we didn't need. They weren't very bright, I can tell you that for sure. This year, a bunch of Spaniards stood up and said the event should be canceled forever because it's so dangerous. I'm like, it took you 540 fucking years. Hey, fuck that, man. Have 2 a week. We changed the name from the running of the bulls to the thinning of the herd. We'll have the final event at Talladega, call it the dodging of the NASCARs. You ready? Go. Vroom, pop. They're quick, aren't they? You might want to turn your wipers on, Dale. We were in London for 2 days, and I was afraid I hadn't allotted enough time to see London because it's one of my favorite cities with so much tradition and history. And we were going to get a cabbie to take us around and show us the sights, and I thought I probably should have allotted more time. But if you get a cab driver in London that's a Scottish nationalist, which is somebody that believes that Scotland and England should have no ties whatsoever, they go home every night, watch Braveheart and beat off. Mel Gibson's hitting another guy. If you get a Scottish nationalist for a cab driver in London, you can see that city in about 10 minutes. I wouldn't go to Buckingham Palace if they paid me. I changed out my guards just for pussies and what it is. What? Are we going to see Big Ben? I told you to look to the left, you look to the right, I'm getting paid by the mile on the minute. What? Whatever, dude. What's this building? It's your fucking hotel, get out. Well, what are we going to do with the other day and 3/4? Because the food's awful. It is awful, too. They took us to a place called the Fox and the Hound, and I'm pretty sure that's what we were eating. I don't know which one they were serving that night, but I can tell you this, it needed ketchup. And they didn't have any ketchup. I wanted to take my son to see St. Paul's Cathedral, the 2nd largest cathedral in the world, and it was closed because the next day was the Queen's birthday. I'm like, well, this is a church. Jesus doesn't take a day off because this woman aged. What if this were the day I wanted to give my life to Christ? It wasn't. But what if it would have been? I'd have been screwed, that's what. I have no idea what you'd ever get the Queen of England for her birthday. That's got to be a tough old broad to shop for, doesn't it? I bought my wife a breast implant for her birthday, and I've never been a big fan of plastic surgery, but I got to admit, I've had a lot of fun playing with these things. I haven't given them to her yet. I just keep them on my tour bus and just rub them in my face. I'm glad they clean up easy. What? I'm just glad they're not made out of corduroy. That's all I'm saying. I'd have to have them Scotch guarded. I find it a little ironic that the product that I use to keep from ruining my sofa should I spill my drink on it is actually called Scotch Guard. Sometimes things just work out perfect. Yeah, I'm looking for a product that'll protect my sofa should I spill my scotch on it. What do you have? We've got Scotch Guard. Yeah, let's go with that. Do you have Vodka Guard? How about Sperm Guard? It's a busy couch. I found out when I got back from Europe that I was being sued by a paper plant. That's what the lawyers are for. I don't know if you've ever driven by a paper plant, but the byproduct of the manufacture of paper in this country is a stench so foul it will knock you to your ever-loving knees. Crown Paper in Houston, Texas is suing me because I said on stage in Houston, Texas that Crown Paper was making the town stink. Like I let some big cat out of the bag. Oh, we didn't know it stunk till you brought it up, Ron. Come to think of it, it smells like a hard-boiled egg fart in this town. Is that somehow your fault, Mr. Whte? The reason I brought it up, I'm from Houston, and as a child, I lived literally in the shadow of this paper plant. And as a child, I thought the whole world smelled like that. I didn't know. And the first time my family went on vacation to another city, I was amazed. I was like, what's that delicious smell? Oh, God, that smells like heaven and flowers mixed together. What is it? That's a sewer treatment facility. That's fetid shit. You should bottle that, send it to Houston. People can rub a little under their nose, walk right by that paper plant without throwing up their fucking lunch. And we found a new use for fetid shit. I think we all win. Actually, the reason I brought it up, I'm from Houston. I don't live there anymore, and I was just back in town doing some shows. And one morning I was reading the Houston Chronicle, and there was an article in the paper about that particular paper plant. And it said in the article that depending on which way the wind was blowing, that 2 million people could smell the stench produced by this one paper plant at a time. That is a big odor. If it was music and 2 million people could hear it, they'd make them turn it the fuck off. Because it's a smell, it's okay? No, it's not okay. Find a way to make paper that doesn't stink. It's not like you're trying to make catfish bait out of cabbage, goddammit. You're making paper out of wood. Paper doesn't stink, wood doesn't stink. You're doing something to make it stink. Fucking quit. That's me dancing on my soapbox. I love this country. I consider myself a patriot. I met my first wife during the Vietnam War. She was from this quaint little village outside of Phnom Penh. I can never pronounce that word. Vancouver. It's not true. Funny, but it isn't true. I love this country. I read an article in the paper in LA that said they're going to try to outlaw the big screen, real life handgun shooting video games because they say that that's what's wrong with the youth of America today. They learn how to accurately shoot guns with video games. It's not a parenting problem. Oh, fucking no. No, it's a video problem. Doesn't it piss you off when you have a genuine problem, you try to tack a solution to it? It's got nothing to do with the problem. You know what I mean? I came up with a great idea. Don't outlaw those machines. Give them to the state troopers of California because they're some of the worst shots I've ever seen in my life. I saw a shootout once live on TV that went on for so long, eventually the criminal got frustrated and shot himself. And the cops were on TV whining about it, going, he's got on body armor, he's got on body armor. I'm watching it live on CNN going, I can see his head, shoot him in the fucking head. Give my kid a shot. How's that, Daddy? Good shot, Poot. Everybody relax. Poot took him out. Thank God Poot was there with his considerable skills. Horrible shot. Some cops are. You ever see tape of the Kehoe brothers from Ohio? Those guys that get out of that white Suburban, they show it on cops. These guys, folks, have a shootout with the police at point blank range. Nobody gets hurt. I would love to have been at the office the next day when that guy's being interviewed by the chief. And then what happened? Well, at that point, I unloaded my semi-automatic 9mm weapon at point blank range. And then what happened? They left. Nice shooting, Elmer Fudd. There was a kid in Detroit 3 years ago, shot 8 bullets, hit 9 people. These two cops shot 22 bullets, didn't even hit the fucking Suburban. Give those guys a roll of quarters, drop them off at the mall. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's just not like Texas, you know. I'll tell you the biggest difference between Texas and California. In Texas, we have the death penalty, and we use it. That's right. If you come to Texas and kill somebody, we will kill you back. That's our policy. We're trying to send a message to the rest of America, and the message is go somewhere else and kill people. Go to California. They don't give a shit. I was watching a case on court TV when I was out there. I got so mad steam was shooting out of my ears. This guy's convicted of a triple homicide. This guy kills a grandmother, a mother, and a granddaughter without provocation. A crime so heinous I can't even fit it in my head. He's sentenced to death by a jury of his peers, and right before it comes time to carry out the sentence, a group of people on his behalf, stand up and they go, we can't kill him. He's too crazy to know we're killing him. Then what the hell are we arguing about? If you don't know the difference and it makes me feel better, how do you know he's crazy? That's what I want to know. Of course he's crazy. He killed 3 people, you know. This is what they said. He rolls his turds into little balls and eats crayons. I'm like, shit, you got to quit putting all crazy people in one crazy person do? Oh, he rolls his turds into little balls and eats crayons. Fine, I'll feed him for the rest of his life. What does that crazy person do? Oh, he kills productive members of our society. Hell, he should have rolled his shit into little balls and ate crayons. Because the penalty is much less severe. We're trying to pass a bill right now through the Texas legislature that'll speed up the process of execution in heinous crimes where there's more than 3 credible eyewitnesses. If more than 3 people saw you do what you did, you don't sit on death row for 15 years, Jack. You go straight to the front of the line. Other states are trying to abolish the death penalty. My state's putting in an express lane. I did that bit out in California. This guy comes up to me after the show, and you can tell he was nervous to talk to me. And he goes, you know what? That may be true about Texas and the death penalty, but you know what? What? He waited for me to say what. That's kind of cute. He goes, there's an old law in Texas that states that in Texas you cannot shoot somebody in the back no matter what they did to you or your family or your place of business. It's illegal for you to, in turn, shoot them in the back. I'm like, yeah, but you can start shooting them in the leg till they turn around. Because eventually, they're going to get curious. Who's shooting me in the leg? I wonder quietly to myself. Oh, that guy. Never turn around. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. I have a friend he's a homophobe. That's the most useless thing you could possibly be, is afraid of gay people. And I was talking to him the other day, and he goes, man, this world would be better if there wasn't so many queers. And I'm like, you know what? The next time you have a thought, let it go. They go, we're all gay. It's just to what extent are you gay? He goes, that's bullshit, man. I ain't gay at all. I'm like, yeah, you are, and I can prove it. He goes, fine, prove it. I'm like, all right, do you like porn? He goes, yeah, I love porn. You know that. I'm like, oh, do you only watch scenes with 2 women together? He goes, no, I watch a man and woman making love. I'm like, oh, do you like the guy to have a small, half-flaccid penis? He goes, no, I like big, hard, throbbing cock. I did not know that about myself. I promised Sears I would tell this story on stage every night until the lawsuit settled. I had my van down in Savannah, Georgia. I didn't like the way the tires were wearing on it. I took the van to Sears Automotive, a trusted name in automotive service. It takes them 3.5 hours to change 4 tires. Apparently they had to whittle one of them out of a piece of wheat. I pay them $980 of my hard-earned money. I take a right-hand turn out of the mall. The left rear wheel falls off. It falls off. It falls the fuck off. Turning my van into a tripod, spinning me into a dimension of pissed off I have never been in before in my life. This guy was a tire guy. That's all he did. He didn't some days work on transmissions. He was a tire guy. Sears, I found out later, had sent him to tire college for 3 days. Well, apparently he was sick on Lug Nut Day. But they still let him work on my van. So I'm suing them, and I hope that next year they have to change the name of Sears Tower in Chicago to Ron White's big old goddamn building. have a lot of room. Think we ought to clean up, Ron? Hell no, move to another floor. We'll conga up there. Somebody grab my butt.